The crisis unveiled. Chip factories are going dark. Tech giants are scrambling. Your next phone, your car, even the AI powering your life, it's all at risk. This isn't a supply glitch. It's a global chokehold on the future of technology. The AI chip shortage is here, and it's hitting harder than anyone expected. At your wallet, in your workplace, and across every industry racing to dominate the AI era. Initial incident, NVIDIA's production halt. On March 15th, 2025, NVIDIA, the king of AI chips, announced a production halt for its flagship H200 GPUs. The reason? Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, couldn't deliver critical wafers, citing supply chain disruptions. In just 72 hours, NVIDIA's market value dropped $18.7 billion, according to Bloomberg. This wasn't about factory hiccups. A leaked TSMC memo, reported by Nikkei Asia, pointed to a deeper issue: skyrocketing costs for rare materials and geopolitical restrictions choking the supply of neon gas, essential for chip production. This is a precision strike on the AI ecosystem, said Lisa Su, AMD's CEO, in a rare public comment. Meanwhile, Intel's shares slid 9.4% as orders shifted to South Korean rivals. Why NVIDIA? First, because in the AI race, they're the biggest target and the loudest warning shot. Immediate fallout, data centers, and cloud price spikes. The ripple effects hit fast. By March 20th, data center delays spiked 42%, according to Synergy Research Group. Companies like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft Azure, which rely on AI chips for cloud computing, faced a brutal choice: ration capacity or raise prices. AWS confirmed a 15% price hike for AI-driven services, citing unprecedented chip constraints. Google Cloud followed, projecting a $2.1 billion revenue hit in Q2 alone. This isn't just tech jargon. It's the backbone of your streaming, your apps, your work-from-home setup. When chips stop flowing, the cloud slows down. And who pays? You do. The Wall Street Journal reported that enterprise clients, from startups to banks, are now facing contract delays of up to 6 months. The AI revolution was supposed to be seamless. Instead, it's stalling at the server rack. Consumer tech disruptions, phones and laptops. But it's not just servers. By March 25th, U.S. customs data showed a 38% drop in chip imports from Asia compared to February. Apple warned that iPhone 17 shipments could slip by 3 months, with production costs up 12% due to chip shortages. Samsung's Galaxy S26 launch is now under review, per Reuters, as its Exynos processors face delays. For consumers, this is personal. J.D. Power's April report found that average smartphone prices jumped $180 in just 1 month, hitting $1,050. Laptops aren't spared. Dell and HP raised prices 8% on AI-capable models. You can't build a modern device without a $10 chip, said Sarah Chen, a semiconductor analyst at Gartner. And when those chips vanish, your upgrade gets pricier or doesn't happen at all. Automotive and defense, a strategic choke point. The shortage isn't just about gadgets. It's hitting the engines of industry and security. On March 28th, Tesla's Fremont plant paused Model Y production, citing missing AI microcontrollers from Shanghai. Ford's F-150 Lightning lost 14,000 units in 1 week, a $680 million revenue hit per Auto Forecast Solutions. But the real alarm bells are ringing in defense. Lockheed Martin warned that AI-guided missile systems face 20-week delays due to chip shortages. Defense One reported that the Pentagon's F-35 program, which uses 300 AI chips per jet, is now rationing components. Why does this matter? Because 68% of advanced chips come from Taiwan and South Korea, per SIA data, and both face supply chain bottlenecks tied to China's rare earth exports. This isn't a market hiccup. It's a strategic chokehold. Geopolitical leverage, China's rare earth play. And here's where it gets geopolitical. On March 22nd, China tightened exports of gallium and germanium, critical for AI chip production, in response to U.S. export controls on semiconductor tech. The U.S. imports 54% of its gallium from China, per USGS data, and the impact was instant. Qualcomm reported a 30% cost increase for its Snapdragon chips. Raytheon flagged delays in radar systems. "There's no substitute fast enough," said Ellen Lord, former Pentagon acquisition chief, in a Bloomberg interview. "Alternatives in Australia and Canada won't scale until 2027, per Adamas Intelligence. China didn't ban exports. They turned the valve just enough to remind the world who controls the raw materials. And that's the real leverage in this chip war. Diversification struggles. No easy fix. So why not just build chips elsewhere? The US is trying. The CHIPS Act has poured $52 billion into domestic factories, but Intel's Ohio plant won't produce AI chips until 2028, per company filings. South Korea's Samsung is expanding in Texas, but it's hit delays from labor shortages. Vietnam's ports, a hoped-for alternative, are at 92% capacity, causing 5-day shipping delays per Pangea Logistics. Even TSMC's Arizona fab, hailed as a game changer, is running 10% below yield targets per The Information. Diversifying sounds good on paper, but the reality is chaos. New suppliers mean higher costs, longer timelines, and defect rates up to 15% higher than Taiwan's. This isn't a pivot, it's a scramble, and the AI race is paying the price. Long-term shifts, a fragmented tech future. The tech industry isn't waiting for a miracle. NVIDIA is shifting some production to Mexico by Q4, skipping US-bound chips entirely. Apple is redesigning A19 chips to use 20% fewer transistors, per Nikkei Asia, sacrificing performance for supply stability. But these fixes come at a cost. New factories and designs inflate development timelines by 6 months, per IDC. For consumers, that means fewer discounts, longer waits, and pricier tech. Cox Automotive reports that AI-enabled car prices hit $49,200 in April, up $2,100 from March. The global tech industry isn't just shifting, it's fragmenting, and the dream of cheap, cutting-edge AI is fading fast. Conclusion: the next fault line. This isn't just a chip shortage, it's a battle for technological supremacy, and the rules are being rewritten in real time. From Silicon Valley to Shanghai, the fight for AI dominance is reshaping economies. But here's the bigger question. What happens if this crisis triggers a financial domino effect? Foreign investment in U.S. tech funds just dropped 22%, the lowest since 2014, per Morningstar. If chip shortages crash markets, who's left standing? That's the next fault line, and we're walking right across it. If this video opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. How's the chip shortage hitting you?